try to get involved with this thing, right? This 2 wheels in a tent thing. He's a cool guy. He's got a lot of good videos, and he rides the shit out of his motorcycle. Occasionally he falls over, because we all do. But when he falls over, it's somehow funnier than when the rest of us fall over.
For the full-length version of these shenanigans, look in the video description for the link below.
Coming up.
We're just coming down this little sand patch here, right where they're picking that guy's bike up. You're not even part of our group. So I'm doing about 25 miles an hour through here because I get on top of the sand, and that is the way to do it. I'm just letting you know. Until you can't do it anymore. And then you go down in a big pile of poo. So we think it's probably a couple of ribs. Other than that, I am doing great.
Welcome to Utah, Hollywood. What do you think of that wind last night?
It was a bit windy. Not too bad though. Kept me up just a little bit.
It felt good, but I thought my tent was going to take flight. This would be Chris, aka Hollywood.
It is a pleasure.
And his buddy Jerry.
Good morning.
We have a 2020 KTM 790R. We have a 2020 KTM 790R. And we have a 2019 KTM 790R.
This is the Temptress.
Oh, the Temptress.
Well, that's Cody's nickname for her.
Do you mind if I have some alone time with her?
We'll be right back.
792, 793, 790. Together was spent doing highway miles to get to the start of the BDR. Didn't quite make it there, as you'll see, but we had some pretty epic scenery along the way. Had to stop at the Zacks.
Thank you for joining us here at 2 Wheels in the Tent.
So what are we doing?
We are checking into a motel
Why?
because I'm tired.
Well, you have a tent on your motorcycle.
Yeah, that's true. But it's getting late. I didn't sleep last night.
Are you ready?
Can't hear a thing.
Are you ready?
Ready as can be.
How about you, sir?
I'm running 6 in the front, 9 in the back. That's
how I roll.
69.
When we get up to that, that's Leonardo, the Ninja Turtle.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, you were telling me about that.
There's the Ninja Turtle. So once we got on top of the Moki Dugway, it's one of my favorite sections. It's kind of rocky and sandy, kind of like you're riding on slick rock and patches of sand, but then things started going south.
What happened, guys? We saw a car coming, tried to pull over, and then fell, and then I decided I better pull over to help him.
Let me help you.
I
One
just
man
wanna
should
say
not
that
do that.
I, for one, am not going to tease him about it.
No. No, we all have our challenges. We got a bleeder. I think we're at the gas station. Almost got knocked off my bike. John hit my bags with his bags. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, why am I falling over? What the hell? And he's like, what? As the day drags on and we're getting more tired, the sand's getting deeper, we start to have a little bit of a struggle, which happens on these adventures. And I start thinking of tomorrow's trail, which is mostly sand and not really that cool of views. But we'll get to that later. You got this, Jerry. You got it. So reading the room, as they say, and my own body, I know that there's a spot up here that has an epic view and would be a great distraction and a little place to recuperate. This is actually one of my favorite spots on the Utah BDR. I just love this place. I always want to camp here, but have not yet. After taking in the view, we attempted the sand again, and we only had one or two more issues on our way to camp, so not too bad.
It's all mental game now.
Yep, you got this.
3/4 of a mile. Hey.
You're the man. You don't want a free camp?
What?
You don't want to free camp?
I've never been in here. I thought I'd check it out.
So if I sounded a little irritated in the last clip, that's probably because I was. I'm sorry, but when I smell poop, I have to call it poop. And when it looks like poop and tastes like poop, it's got to be poop. So I was going to leave this out of the video, but we had an extra rider along. He decided we were going to pay to camp. I never pay to camp if I can help it. I've done the Utah BDR solo, the whole thing. I've done it as a group. This was my third time. I've taken a lot of time finding glorious, epic campsites that are free along the way, and I was excited to share that with this group. But sometimes you just take one for the team. Good morning, Mr. Rippy.
Morning. Morning, all. Cody's the real deal. Making the food, making the Joe. That's the way you do it. None of this hotel stuff. None of this bed and breakfast. This is how you do it.
For real.
For real. Look at all the mud in that boy's shoes.
We had quite the night.
Yeah, we sure did. This is the beginning of some good times.
I'm hoping Chris is having the time of his life.
I am having a great time being out here. It's the best thing in the world. I wouldn't be anywhere else right now, even if you paid me.
The bike was a little heavy.
Somebody lost a mirror.
We gotta do something about it.
So it was a little lopsided?
Yeah.
He takes the mirror off and then goes, oh, this is much better.
Now,
Much better.
when your bike weighs heavy on one side, you fall over. So this is how you solve it.
Yeah.
That's right. That's called counterweighting.
It's the Jerry fix. So pretty much day 2 I spent chasing a 68-year-old man who was just flat out flying. I really couldn't catch him, honestly, but it was pretty fun. Then my GoPro went into a time-lapse mode, so when the wreck that you saw the carnage of at the beginning of the video happened, this is the footage I got. So while this is a different wreck than the final wreck, I just wanted to mention that we worked so good as a team. We got through this, but we learned a lot about pushing the SOS button, and I'm going to make a video on that. Just know that your SOS button is only as good as the hospital and the vehicles they have to come get you in the area that you are. So definitely keep that in mind and maybe check it out beforehand. We found out the ambulance couldn't get to us because we were too far into the sand. They were going to send a sheriff out with a truck to pick up the injured, but a Good Samaritan took them to the road, and then these studs rode their bikes to the hospital. Not only that, but then we had about another hour to the hotel, and they rode there as well. So apparently the word is you were just faking it.
I was just faking it. I do not have a dislocated shoulder. I have a torn ligament in my shoulder, and I have a torn ligament in my knee. I need to take it easy for a couple of weeks. If the pain does not subside, I need to go in for an MRI to figure out what's really going on. But as of right now, no broken
You're
bones.
not broken. You're just bruised.
Only damaged pride.
And deep tissue.
Deep tissue.
Cheers, brother.
Now, here's the, hold on.
Okay.
The 411 on the Duff in there is...
I'm scared.
He's got 3 fractured ribs.
3?
3 fractured ribs, and they suspect he's got a fractured or broken ankle as well. So we'll wait to see when he gets out here. Okay, but definitely 3 fractured ribs.
What did you do to these guys?
I'm lost for words.
This right here, just because I don't want to mess with it.
In my bag. Oh, put it all together.
Yeah, I know.
Stuff together, including my drugs.
So once we got back to the hotel, had a night's sleep. The next day, I loaded up my bike, headed up about 200 miles to get the truck and trailer of John Sr. and bring it back so that they could load their bikes and go home to California. Well, today I got John Sr.'s truck and the Beamers in the trailer. I'm playing nice guy. Went and got their truck for him, 200 miles away, and taking it back to him. This is what it's like when you ride with 2 wheels in a tent in the morning.
Got to put on your bra and your girdle.
Now, John, do you regret riding like an animal?
No, I learned something.
Yeah?
Yes. Don't ride that fast in deep sand.
Yeah. It got deep real fast.
It got deep fast.
In all of our defense.
But Chris noticed it and slowed down.
Yeah, he was.
And I had some issues with noticing it and slowing down.
I just have to say that you know you're riding with the right people when the gentleman has 3 broken ribs?
Not broken, fractured.
Fractured ribs.
And makes coffee.
And makes you coffee in the morning. Thank you.
Hey, we all have to survive.
Okay.
What did you say we have?
Huh?
You said we have big what?
Balls.
All right, buddy. All right.
I had them 30 years ago.
Well, thanks for paving the way, buddy. Have a good trip. John?
Yeah, great ride. Learning still how to ride sand, but had a good time. And yeah, three fractured ribs later, but life is good. The ride was good. Good company.
Thank you.
I'm Chris, and
Hollywood?
Hollywood, and I had a great time. No regrets whatsoever. It was really awesome.
No
And,
regrets?
Well, maybe just one, but that's okay. You know, I'm a little sore, but I've been doing it for so long that this is kind of a regular part of it. And I think the best thing that came out of this for me is my new friendship with the guy behind the camera right now. I know we couldn't have done any of this without Cody, and it's been great having you along for the ride, and you will forever be a member of our team, but it'll just be the Utah division.
What's do we have the name?
It's
Can
called
we say
it's called the Broken Hip Riding and Social Club. That's us. And now Jerry.
Jerry.
I'm Jerry, and my first BDR, it wasn't easy, but it was definitely really fun. Cannot wait to come back to it.
You're coming back.
We are coming back.
Oh,
That's one
hell
thing.
yeah.
That's one thing we know for sure. We'll be back. No doubt about it. So thanks again to Utah. Thanks again to Cody.
Yes.
Thank you guys, because it was really my treat. I mean, I enjoyed it.
And now for some bloopers.
Anyway, maybe I'll make it on TV someday. Maybe I won't. Oh wait, there he is. Shit. Get back my phone.
On the way to the Utah BDR. Yes, we are. What's your name, sir?
Mr. Rippy,
And what are you doing today?
I'm riding a motorcycle.
Tell me a little bit about yourself. Where are you from?
Hollywood, California, not Florida. Two completely different places. I have all my teeth. I'll explain that later. My friends call me Hollywood. That's one of my friends right there.
This is Jerry from California.
Yes.
What are you riding?
790 Adventure R 2019.
Is it rainproof?
Yeah, I
Okay.
think so.
Only 43% chance.
Yeah,
On a 790,
having a great time.
is it rainproof?
Pretending that like I know what I'm doing.
Well, it's that time, my friends. Thank you again for watching. If you stayed till now, consider like, commenting, and subscribing. And if you wouldn't mind, hit the notification bell and share with your friends. It helps a ton. Pretty much packed up. The other boys have left. Back to California. It's a pretty damn fun ride. All things considered, it was great meeting them. I did get to ride for about 6 miles. Chris's 790. We filmed as much of that as we could. The GoPro was dead. I don't have footage of it. Anyway, I am heading home about 400 miles or so. Hopefully we make it today. Cheers.